The text came during my monthly operations meeting. "Sarah, we need to talk about James's wedding. The family thinks it's better if you don't attend. It's a family matter. Everyone agrees it would be more comfortable without you there. I'll go alone." I stared at my phone. My husband, Marcus, uninviting me from his brother's wedding. His brother James, getting married next month at the Sterling Grand Hotel. The Sterling Grand Hotel, the luxury property I'd owned for 8 years, the venue they'd booked 6 months ago, the place where I made every major decision. My assistant manager knocked. "Ms. Sterling, the wedding coordinator is here about the Harrison wedding next month. Should I send her in?" Harrison, James's fiance's last name. "Send her in." The coordinator entered, spread out floor plans. "The bride's family is requesting additional changes. They want to expand the guest list to 300, add a champagne tower, upgrade all florals, but they're asking if we can waive the additional fees since, quote, the groom's family has connections here." I picked up my phone, texted Marcus back. "Interesting. Tell me more about this family decision." If you've ever been excluded from a family event at your own business, stay with me until the end. Your support means everything to me. Hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments. Have you ever been underestimated by family? Let's talk about it. Now, back to my story. My name is Sarah Sterling. I'm 36 years old, owner of the Sterling Grand Hotel, a 5-star luxury property in downtown Chicago. I bought this hotel 10 years ago when I was 26. It was struggling. Poor management, dated facilities, mounting debt. I saw potential. I'd worked in hospitality since college, started as a front desk clerk, worked my way through every department. By 25, I was a regional manager for a hotel chain. When the Sterling came on the market, I took the biggest risk of my life. I liquidated my savings, got investors, took out loans, spent 2 years renovating, rebranding, building a reputation. Now, we're one of Chicago's premier wedding venues. We host 200 events a year, high-profile clients, celebrity weddings, corporate galas. I met Marcus 8 years ago. He was a corporate attorney, stable, ambitious. From a wealthy family, old Chicago money, the kind that opened doors. His family had never particularly liked me. I was new money, self-made. I'd worked service jobs. I didn't come from the right background. But Marcus had pursued me, said he loved my drive, my independence. We got married 5 years ago, small ceremony. I'd wanted to use my hotel. His mother had insisted on their country club. I'd compromised. That should have been my first warning. Over the years, the exclusion had been subtle. Family dinners where I wasn't told the dress code, vacations planned without consulting me, conversations that stopped when I entered the room. But this was different. His brother's wedding, at my hotel, and I was being uninvited. That evening, Marcus came home, loosened his tie, poured a scotch. "You got my text?" "I did. Explain." He sighed. "Mom thinks it's better if you don't come. She says you'll be working anyway, so it's not really being uninvited." "I'm always working. That doesn't mean I'm not attending as family." "But you'll be distracted, checking on staff, making sure everything runs smoothly." "So the issue is that I'll be doing my job at my own hotel?" "The issue is that Mom wants James's day to be about family, not about your business. Your brother chose my hotel, knowing I own it, knowing I'd be there." Marcus shifted, uncomfortable. "Actually, he didn't know. Mom booked it. She used her maiden name, Thompson. The booking shows Thompson Family Wedding. They didn't realize it was your hotel until last week." I set down my wine glass. She deliberately hid that it was my property. She wanted the venue. It's the best in Chicago. She wanted my venue without acknowledging I own it. "Sarah, don't make this difficult." "I'm making it difficult? I'm being uninvited from my brother-in-law's wedding at my own hotel because your mother is embarrassed that I work for a living?" "It's not about embarrassment. Then what is it about?" He was quiet for a long moment. "They think you're too visible. Too much. You run a hotel, you manage staff, you handle problems. They want the day to feel elegant, effortless, not like a workplace. I make things effortless by managing them. That's what I do." "I know, but they want a guest experience, not the owner watching everything. So, I'm being punished for being good at my job. You're not being punished. You're being asked to step back. I pulled out my phone, opened the hotel booking, the Harrison wedding, scheduled for the grand ballroom, full service, premium package, $150,000 total. Marcus, who do you think approves changes to wedding packages? The event coordinator. Who reports to me? I approve every modification, every upgrade, every special request. His face paled. You're going to be involved anyway. I'm already involved. Your mother just asked to waive $15,000 in additional fees because the groom's family has connections here. I'm the connection, and I'm being uninvited. The next morning, I met with my event coordinator, Rachel. Tell me everything about the Harrison wedding. She pulled up the file. It's been complicated. The bride's mother is making constant changes. The groom's mother keeps trying to reduce costs. They've requested upgrades worth $40,000 beyond the original package, but want us to comp most of it. On what grounds? The groom's mother says they're valued clients and family of the owner. She said that? Multiple times. She's told the catering staff, the floral department, and the valet service that the groom's family deserves special consideration because of their relationship to ownership. I felt something cold settle in my stomach. She's using my connection to demand discounts while excluding me from the wedding. Is that true about the exclusion? I received a text yesterday. The family thinks it's better if I don't attend. Rachel's jaw dropped. But you're the owner, and the groom's sister-in-law. Apparently those things are mutually exclusive. She scrolled through her notes. Ms. Sterling, there's something else. The bride's family is upset about the bill. They think it's too expensive. They've implied that if we don't reduce costs, they'll post negative reviews. We have a contract. I know, but Mrs. Thompson, the groom's mother, told them not to worry, that she'd handle it because of her connection to the owner. Meaning me. I don't think they know you're the owner. Mrs. Thompson keeps referring to Sterling family ownership like it's her family. I pulled up the original booking. Signed by Margaret Thompson. Deposit paid by the bride's parents. But all communication had been through Margaret, positioning herself as the liaison with ownership. My phone buzzed. Text from Marcus. Mom wants to know if you can reduce the final bill as a wedding gift. She mentioned $20,000 off would be generous. I typed back. Is this coming from you or your mother? Does it matter? It's family. It matters. Answer the question. 3 minutes passed. Then, Mom asked, but I think it's reasonable. It's a lot of money. For a luxury wedding at a 5-star hotel, which they booked, knowing the price. We could afford to give them a discount. We? The hotel. You. Marcus, this is my business, not our family ATM machine. No response. I called my CFO. Pull all bookings associated with the Thompson name, last 5 years. 20 minutes later, I had a file. Margaret Thompson had booked the Sterling Grand 6 times. Every booking had requested discounts. Family rates, owner relationship, special consideration. 3 corporate events, 2 private parties, now this wedding. Total requested discounts, $95,000. Total approved, $0, because I'd never approved them. Every request had come to me. I'd declined every single one, professionally, with explanations about maintaining rate integrity. But Margaret kept trying. I called Rachel back. Has Mrs. Thompson told the wedding vendors that discounts were approved? Yes. She told catering they'd get 30% off, told florals 40%, told entertainment 25%. I never approved any of that. Should I correct them? Not yet. Let me handle this. I texted Marcus. We need to talk, tonight, about your mother's bookings at my hotel. I'm at dinner with clients. Can it wait? No. Sarah, don't do this. Not now. James's wedding is in 3 weeks. Exactly. 3 weeks to clarify expectations. What expectations? That I'm the owner, that I set rates, that I don't give $40,000 discounts just because someone married into the family. You're making this about money. Your mother made this about money when she promised vendors discounts I never approved. He didn't respond. The next day, Margaret Thompson called the hotel, asked to speak to the owner. My receptionist transferred her to me. Sterling Grand Hotel, Sarah Sterling speaking. Silence. Then, Sarah? I asked for the owner. I am the owner. I mean the actual owner, the person who makes decisions. That's me. I've owned this property for 8 years. How can I help you? More silence. I need to discuss the Harrison wedding. Of course, I'm reviewing the file now. I see you've requested approximately $40,000 in additional services beyond the contracted package. Yes, but those should be complimentary. Family rate. Mrs. Thompson, we don't have a family rate. The Sterling Grand maintains consistent pricing for all clients. But you're married to Marcus. That makes us family. It makes us related. It doesn't give you unlimited access to free services. Her voice went cold. I've told the vendors those costs are covered. Then you'll need to correct that. The costs are not covered. They'll be added to the final bill. That's unacceptable. I told James and Catherine we'd take care of it. Then you'll need to pay for it, or adjust the services. Those are your options. Marcus said you'd handle this. Marcus doesn't make decisions for my business. He's your husband, and this is my hotel, not his, not yours, mine. I make the decisions. I'll speak to Marcus about this. Please do. But the answer won't change. The wedding package is $150,000 as contracted. Additional services add $40,000. Total, $190,000. Due 2 weeks before the event. This is ridiculous. This is business. If you'd like to reduce costs, we can eliminate some services. I'm happy to work with you on that, but I won't be comping services that other clients pay full price for. She hung up. 10 minutes later, Marcus called. What did you say to my mother? I explained our pricing structure. She's furious. She says you're being petty. I'm being consistent. She promised vendors discounts I never approved. I corrected the miscommunication. By embarrassing her? By running my business professionally. Sarah, it's one wedding. It's 6 events, over 5 years, each time requesting massive discounts, each time implying she has special access because of me, while simultaneously excluding me from family events. That's not fair. What's not fair? That I won't subsidize a wedding I'm uninvited from? Silence, long and heavy. You're still upset about that? Yes, Marcus, I'm still upset. Your family is using my venue, demanding my discounts, claiming connection to ownership, all while telling me I'm not welcome at the event. Mom thinks you'll make it about work. I'm making it about respect. If I'm family enough to give $40,000 in free services, I'm family enough to attend the wedding. You're being difficult. I'm being clear. Either I'm family or I'm a vendor. Choose. But you don't get both. 2 days before the wedding, Rachel called me at home. Ms. Sterling, we have a problem. The bride's parents just saw the final bill. They're refusing to pay. On what grounds? They say Mrs. Thompson promised everything would be reduced. They can't afford $190,000. They budgeted for $100,000. Based on promises Margaret made without authorization. Exactly. What do you want me to do? I thought about it. About Marcus. About 5 years of subtle exclusion. About being erased from family while my business was exploited. Tell them the bill stands. If they can't pay, we'll need to cancel the event. Cancel? 2 days before the wedding? We have a contract. Payment is due 48 hours before the event. If payment isn't received, the contract is void. Ms. Sterling, this will create a huge problem. It's already a huge problem. I'm just enforcing the contract. 1 hour later, Marcus stormed into my office at the hotel. You can't cancel James's wedding. I'm not canceling. They're canceling by not paying. Sarah, be reasonable. I'm being extremely reasonable. I gave them 6 months to budget, a clear contract, multiple reminders about payment schedules. Your mother promising unauthorized discounts is not my problem. What do you want? For me to beg? I want honesty about why I'm being excluded. He sat down heavily. Mom thinks you're not suitable. She thinks you're too focused on work, too visible, too much, too self-made. Yes, she wanted James to marry into a family like ours, old money, established. When he chose Catherine, Mom was disappointed. But at least Catherine's family has money. A wedding at a luxury hotel makes them look good. Using my hotel while hiding that I own it. She thought if you attended, people would see you as the owner. Ask about the business, make it feel commercial. So she wanted the prestige of my venue without acknowledging I earned it. He nodded. I know it's wrong. I told her you should be there, but she insisted, and James agreed. Your brother agreed to exclude me? He wanted to keep Mom happy. She's paying for his suit and the honeymoon. I felt something crack inside. Not dramatic, just quiet. Final. Marcus, go home. Sarah, I need to think. Go home. After he left, I sat in my office, looking at the hotel I'd built, the business I'd created, the reputation I'd earned, and I knew what I had to do. The morning of the wedding, I arrived at the hotel at 6 a.m. The Sterling Grand was transformed, white roses everywhere, crystal chandeliers gleaming, everything perfect. Margaret Thompson arrived at 8 a.m., saw me in the lobby, froze. What are you doing here? Working. This is my hotel. Marcus said you weren't coming. I'm not attending as a guest. I'm here as the owner, making sure your event runs smoothly. We don't need you. Actually, you do. Your final payment was declined. Insufficient funds. We need to resolve this before the ceremony. Her face went white. That's impossible. Your husband's account rejected the charge. We need payment within the hour, or we'll need to cancel services. You can't do this. I can, and I will. This is a business. We have contracts. We have policies. Family doesn't change that. She pulled out her phone, called her husband, argued quietly, hung up looking shaken. He'll transfer the funds. It'll take 30 minutes. I'll wait. Marcus appeared. Saw us. Understood immediately. Sarah, don't do this. Not today. I'm doing my job. Once payment clears, the event proceeds. Until then, everything is paused. You're punishing them. I'm enforcing our contract, the same contract every client signs, the same payment terms everyone follows. 28 minutes later, the funds cleared. Full amount, $190,000. I nodded to Rachel. Proceed with the event. The wedding was beautiful. Everything ran perfectly. The bride was radiant. The groom was happy. The guests were impressed. I watched from my office, on security cameras, making sure my staff executed flawlessly. At 9 p.m., after the reception ended, Marcus came to my office. The wedding was perfect. That's what we do here. Mom wants to thank you. Does she? Or does she want to complain that I enforced payment? He sat down. Sarah, I think we need to talk. About what? About whether this marriage works. If you and my family can coexist. I looked at him, really looked at him. Marcus, I've spent 5 years trying to fit into your family, being excluded, being minimized, being used when convenient and erased when not. I built this business from nothing. I earned every dollar, every reputation point, every 5-star review, and your family treats it like an embarrassment they can exploit. I know. I should have stood up for you. Yes, you should have. Can we fix this? I thought about it. About the hotel lobby. About Margaret's face when payment was demanded. About 5 years of quiet erasure. I don't know. But I do know this. I'm done compromising myself to make your family comfortable. If they want to use my venue, they pay full price. If they want me at their events, they invite me properly. And if they want you to choose between them and me, you need to make that choice, not me. He stood. I'll talk to them. Don't talk, act, because I'm done being invisible. He left. The hotel settled into quiet, night shift taking over, security doing rounds, the beautiful space I'd built humming with potential for tomorrow's events. My phone buzzed. Email from the bride. Ms. Sterling, thank you for the most beautiful day of our lives. Everything was perfect. Please thank your incredible staff. We're so grateful. Catherine and James. I smiled. They didn't know I was the owner, didn't know I'd been excluded, didn't know the drama behind the scenes. They just knew their wedding was perfect. That's what I built. That's what I protected. And no one, not Margaret, not Marcus, not anyone, would make me apologize for it. Thank you so much for watching. If this story touched your heart, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Your support truly means the world to me. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. I love reading every single one of them. Each comment inspires me to keep creating stories for you. See you next time.